Stop calling 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy a game manager. At least that's what Emmanuel Acho thinks when it comes to watching the recent play of Brock Purdy, specifically against the Seattle Seahawks. Now, we only had one touchdown against Seattle, but it was a dime. And it was a very difficult throw. Rolling out to his left, throwing across the field into deep zone coverage and hitting Brandon Ayuk with an absolute laser on the money. Now, you guys know how I feel. I'll react to Emmanuel Acho's thoughts on the other end, but take a listen to Emmanuel Acho explaining why he believes you need to drop the game manager tag from Brock Purdy. Take a listen to what he has to say right here, and we'll react to the other side.
Team meeting, can we please stop calling Brock Purdy a game manager? He made a throw that most quarterbacks don't have the skill to make nor the will to attempt. First, listen to his coach talk about it. His coach didn't even think he would make it.
I couldn't believe he was throwing it. The zone coverages guys were so deep, and which usually you can check it down right underneath them and get about 12, but Brock thought he would drop it in over the guy, and it was a clear view for all of us, and it was just a hell of a throw.
Now let's look at the play. First, I want you to look at the check down that his coach was referencing. When zone defenders are super deep, you have a cover 3 defense. He has a third. He has a third. He has a third. He has the hook curl. He has a hook curl. He has a curl to flat, high to low. This is the check down that Kyle Shanahan was referencing Brock Purdy should have thrown. The zone defense is super deep. Just throw the check down. That's what most quarterbacks would have done, but not Brock Purdy. Instead, he chooses to make a throw between 3 defenders. First round pick Witherspoon, former All-Pro Jamal Adams, current Pro Bowler Quandre Diggs, and Brock Purdy has the audacity. He has the arm arrogance to try to throw it between these 3 players. Not only does he have the will to make the throw, he has the skill to complete it. Brock Purdy, 3 defenders, he says no problem. Dart, Brandon Ayuk, and just like that, touchdown that sealed the game. We have to stop acting like Brock Purdy is some baby game managing quarterback. He has both the will to attempt the throw, and he has the skill to complete it. Ready, break.
Obviously, this throw is just one example of Brock Purdy and why you shouldn't call him a game manager. And it's actually something that we've been on this channel for a long time. So this isn't a new sentiment here on the SF Niners channel or with me. Brock Purdy is shown on tape, and this is something that I say consistently. Not only does Brock Purdy show that he can execute the scheme within the confines of the way it's been designed, but he can elevate the scheme to the next level. And that is the difference between a game manager and a game wrecker. Game managers play within the scheme. They play within what's given to them. First, second read, balls out. If it's not there, check down. And then sometimes game managers, typically, if they get out of even that structure, they go into panic mode. They potentially scramble into sacks or throw interceptions or do other things like that. That's where you look at Brock Purdy and his ability to, one, keep his eyes downfield. He can play outside of the pocket with relative ease, and he knows how to read and see defenses. Now, has he been perfect all the time? No, not necessarily, but that's what you get with a young quarterback. And the thing with Brock is he doesn't necessarily repeat the same mistakes twice. He is able to learn and process in real time. If he makes a mistake, he's done a really good job of not continuing to make the same mistake. And he's really raising the level of play with everyone around him. And with defenses having to respect his ability to push the ball downfield, that's also opening up more situations for guys like Christian McCaffrey to find room in the running game. So there's a lot that Brock Purdy is bringing to the table right now. Now, like I said, what Acho was saying isn't a new concept here to this channel, but obviously what we like to do with this channel is we like to bring in all these other takes and opinions, share them with you, and react to them. And this one, me and Acho, handshake emoji, we agree. As I've stated on film breakdowns, oh yeah, we know Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. Brock Purdy is right now trying to prove to us that he's a great quarterback. He's for what he's done this season. Again, don't want to get too ahead of our skis now. I like to keep everything tempered, but Brock Purdy is on the verge of proving to everyone that he is a great quarterback and is the franchise quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. But what do you guys think? What do you think about the game manager tag? My question to you is, do you think Brock Purdy's the franchise guy? I think that's the question. I think Acho's a little bit behind, to be perfectly honest. Because we know Brock isn't a game manager. He really elevates the scheme. I think the real question is Brock Purdy the franchise guy? That is the question that we need to answer. And my answer is yes, I believe. What do you believe? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.